Hello, everyone. Today we're going to do a Crusade update for the Watch Knights Space Marine chapter in 10th edition Crusade as they fought against the Death Guard yet again. In this case, they fought against the warband of the Murmurs of Decay. The fighting centered around the planet Kovo in the jungles, where a secret research facility built underneath a military base had been set up. The Murmurs of Decay warband were keen to exploit this military base, so they bombarded it with virus bombs, and then, forcing the population underground, arrived to secure the tunnels. Watch Knight infiltrators and a fast response team was nearby to try to intercept and halt the Murmurs of Decay from seizing these tunnels and extracting valuable research material. Heavy fighting broke out as the Watch Knights engaged the Nurgle forces in the Secure the Tunnels Crusade mission. And initially, the Nurgle forces, Murmurs of Decay, were stopped on both flanks by the Watch Knights' firepower. However, Nurgle Terminator forces were able to teleport into the jungles back behind the Watch Knights and were able to cause havoc along one half of their flank. And while they were able to secure one of the tunnel entrances, reinforced firepower coming in was able to drive them off before they were able to exploit their gains. Librarian Tiberius was able to take out the Chaos Sorcerer on the other end along with his squad. Meanwhile, the Invictor Warsuit tried to take out the Chaos Predator, however, failed to penetrate the armor sufficiently, and the Predator blasted apart the Invictor Warsuit, badly damaging it in turn. However, the Predator was then quickly dispatched by the Gladiator, and the Watch Knights were able to secure victory, preventing the Murmurs of Decay from exploiting the secret labs underneath the military base. So, in the fight versus the Death Guard, a Predator was able to hammer the Invictor Warsuit and actually managed to inflict a crippling damage onto it. So it now has a battle scar of crippling damage. It cannot advance, and it's -1 to movement. Squad Argentus, the Infiltrator squad, had a very good match. They were able to take out some Blight drones. They also were able to take out a Death Guard squad, and as well as helping take out a Death Guard sorcerer. And they secured an objective and cleansed it. In addition, they were marked for greatness as a reward from the battle. And so they were able to level up, and they took Oberant Obedience. So each one of them has +1 to their OC. Each model counts as +1 to their OC for purposes of holding objectives. It seemed like a good one to give them. Not too obnoxious, but, useful at times. And then we had Phobos Librarian Tiberius. He was able to take out the opposing sorcerer in single combat, as well as inflicting damage on the Blight drones, and again helped cleanse the objectives and provided support to the Infiltrator squad, and was picked as the marked for greatness that you normally get for the battle, not the reward for the battle. And as such, he also managed to level up. And for him, we went with Death Incarnate. It seemed like a good one for him. So that's an aura ability. Enemy units within 6 inches worsen their leadership by 1. So basically, he's a psyker. He's already shrouding people and the like, and just the sheer presence of him exudes menace as well, and kind of makes his enemies uncomfortable and makes it easier for them to fail a leadership test. So with the points adjustments from the update, we were able to afford another squad. We were able to afford the Incursor Squad Barbarous from that point adjustment. Again, it's going to fit in with the Special Forces recon element of the Watch Knights, as well as kind of fitting with their minds in that, just when the Watch Knights are operating behind enemy lines or where enemies too strong just to slow them down and the like. I also see them being used against Tyranids with their nuclear mines, at least storyline-wise, where, yeah, well, the bugs are going to take over this mining facility, but we're going to rig it with nukes and, destroy the biomass, collapse the thing, and the NIDs are just going to walk away sore, having gotten nothing out of it. So, narratively, it's a good unit to take, and it kind of fits the Special Forces theme if I want to run a Special Forces smaller list. We then spent our requisition point that we gained from the battle. We still have one requisition point in reserve. I did not use it to heal the battle damage on the Invictor suit yet because I want to hold on to it in case something more important comes up. So we spent 85 points on an Infernus Squad Pregatus. This unit's going to join the main force and is just basically there to purge. It's going to be good versus bugs, versus different cults, Gene Stealer cults, Chaos cults, and maybe even those pesky Eldar if I have to play them. And then last we picked up a Ballistus Dreadnought, Honored Mormont. We've added him to the list for long-range firepower and support, and with him we now have 15 points left over to spend in the future and add to our totals. But he's going to be a good fire support line for the mainline force. And we named him Mormont for those of you who are fans of Game of Thrones and The Wall and the Night's Watch. Since Watch Nights are somewhat based off the Night's Watch, that's where we got Honored Mormont. That's it for this current Crusade update. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit like and subscribe down below. Thank you very much for watching.